Guys, welcome back to the 505 podcast. I'm here with
Jaden.
Fred.
Mathew.
Ryan.
and today's episode is hidden talents. So, Jaden, what are some hidden talents that you have, or what are some talents that you could do?
Well, I mainly do songwriting. I can sing, I can rap, I can act,
You can. Wait,
and
what did you say before? You could rap. Is that what you said?
I can rap. I can rap, sing, songwrite, and act.
You could. Oh yeah, because you're in school.
Yeah.
You're part of the acting.
Jaden, would you mind rapping
I'm
one
with
of your
him.
songs?
Oh yeah,
Rapping. Or this song is more of a singing kind of melody.
All right,
Yeah,
give me like a 15.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Is this the new
Give us
song
a
that
freestyle.
Jaden? Is this your new song that's gonna be out on the 13th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to release it on like Valentine's Day. This song is like Valentine's Day theme, and like
What's it called, Jaden?
it's called Over the Weather.
All right. Give us a quick taste.
Okay, so here's the chorus. Cause you got me feeling over the weather. We should go on a date or whatever. I wanna be your sunshine. Cause you are my sunshine. Till you Valentine.
Jaden, that was pretty good.
Next
Yeah,
job,
that's pretty
Jaden.
good, man.
That was pretty good,
man.
That's
Jaden.
pretty good.
So, Jaden, being that you're in the acting program in our school, do you want to be an actor? Or do you want to be a singer when you grow up?
Honestly,
Because
a little bit of
you could
both.
sing and you could act. You want to be an actor / songwriter?
Or
Yeah, because singing and acting go like in hand. So like, yeah.
yeah, especially since you want to be on Broadway, right?
Yeah, Broadway, movies, all that, drama, film.
Jaden could be like Justin Timberlake. He does both.
The
Yeah.
songs I got my suit and tie.
So, Jaden, what made you want to become an actor and a singer?
Well, I've always had a calling for acting, but like music is just something that I genuinely enjoy, like throughout all my life. See, I began songwriting when I was like 12 years old, because I always liked it. It's always been who I am, honestly, I'm an artist.
So, Jaden, if you had to pick one to become, which one would you become, an actor or a songwriter? Actor or singer, I should say. Singer songwriter.
Singing, I will do on the side, but acting, because acting, there's a lot of variety. Like, there's like a great amount of roles you play. You can be like a doctor, a lawyer, you can be like a singer too. You can like, in acting, you can pretty much be anything you want to be, honestly.
So you would pick actor if you had the chance. If you had to pick one, you would become an actor.
Yeah, and do singing on the side. I can't live without music.
So when you're an actor, you want to have like serious roles or like funny roles, or like any.
A little bit both to balance, because sometimes I can get too serious, very serious, to a point where I start doing stuff I shouldn't be doing, and then comedy, I shouldn't be making those kind of jokes, and like I want to have a balance between both of them.
Okay, Jaden. Thank you for telling us your hidden talents. Do you have any more besides singing and acting?
I can cook. I play some sports. Like I'm all right. I'm decent, pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. All right, okay. So, Mathew, what kind of talents you have? I know you could sing and act as well.
Yeah, I'm also in theater with Jaden, so
Three people in here are in theater. Jaden, Fred, and Mathew are both in theater.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I think I first got into theater when I was in sixth grade. So in my middle school, because my elementary and middle school were the same building, just different floors and all. But when I got into my first year of middle school, that being sixth grade, I had my music teacher, and she showed us a flyer of another school that was holding auditions for the musical Les Mis, Les Miserables. It's a really good musical. It's on Netflix, actually, the movie version. It has Hugh Jackman and Anne Hathaway. Um, but yeah, I auditioned, and I got the role of, I think the character's role was called Gavroche. Basically like a little kid who wanted to join the revolution. The musical
Oh,
is about the French
I
Revolution.
know the was it the kid
That gets shot, like trying
oh
to get like the
yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
yeah. My character ends up dying because I try to climb a barricade to like grab ammunition from my side, but I end up getting shot in the process.
There's a famous actor who played that kid. He was in Stranger Things. His name's Dustin, the actor. He was the kid
Yeah.
in that Broadway back in like 2013.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
that's when I first got into acting.
so in middle school, you said middle school.
Yeah.
So being you could also sing, right? You could sing some songs like Broadway songs.
Yeah. Yeah. I like singing a lot of like different song varieties. It doesn't really matter what the type of song is. I like it either way. Like I'll listen to songs from Broadway musicals. I'll listen to songs by old artists like Billy Joel, Stevie Wonder, Bon Jovi, Queen. Like old bands and old artists. I like modern artists too. We have Beyonce. We have Beyonce has really good music. We also have Panic at the Disco, bands like that. I even listen to My Chemical Romance sometimes because I like their music. And there's other artists. I mean, sometimes I listen to Ed Sheeran. I don't listen to Ed Sheeran a lot like you used to.
Matthew, don't you also have a singing account on Instagram somewhere?
Oh yeah, I made a song account, and the plan was to originally record, like just do covers and post them on there. I haven't had the time to do that though. But now that I'm getting back into making music, I'm trying to find some time for that as well.
Nice to know.
So being oh, continue, Ryan.
No, I just said nice to know.
Uh, so being that you're like a singer and an actor, what artist inspired you to become like an actor or and singer? You could say both, or if you have one.
Well, when it came to acting, I feel when I first started like getting into acting in sixth grade, I didn't really have an idol or someone I looked up to in regards to acting, I guess you could say. I didn't really have that type of like idol, but I feel like as I got into high school and I started becoming familiar with different musicals and different artists and in general, one or two in particular stand out. I feel like one celebrity I look up to a lot is Lin-Manuel Miranda. He wrote Hamilton. He did the music. He did the scripting.
He was,
He basically like did the entire musical.
yeah,
He created this amazing piece of art that is celebrated even now, and it's really good. And it's one of the reasons why I became even more passionate about acting than I was before. Because for someone to make something like on that level, it had representation for women, representation for minorities, and
basically for
and
everything.
yeah, and it was beautiful, and it gave a chance for subjects that aren't like talked about regularly to like pop up and just like get thrown in your face, and it forces you to like educate yourself on these sort of topics, and I love that, and it's one of the reasons why I still like acting to this day. Another one of my idols, I would say, now I like I guess I have an idol for like each type of genre. Um, I mean, I like Queen a lot. Billy Joel again, Stevie Wonder, a lot of classic singers. But if we're referring to modern, I guess I can say This is another actor and singer, Ben Platt. He's another good one. Ben Platt's cool. His voice is amazing. Like I can't stress enough. I first discovered Ben Platt when I watched.
Dear Evan Hansen.
Um, no, I was actually gonna say Pitch Perfect. That's when I first discovered him because he was. I don't remember. I haven't seen
He
the movie.
was one of the other people in the group, the first off the original people in the other group.
Yeah, he was in like that.
Uh, it was a group that was full of men. I think it was only a men group. If you ever watch Glee, it was
It,
kind of like that.
yeah, like an all men singing group. He was part of that, and he was really good. And I was like, oh, he's really good. Searched up his name,
Fun
and
fact,
turned out he had a steady music career as
yeah,
well.
fun
So I
fact.
I
That's
would
how
listen
he
to his
actually
songs.
got Dear Evan Hansen. People looked right into him after that role, so
Mhm.
everything changed for him.
Yeah, and then I watched Evan Hansen, and then I idolized him even more in my head because he was this amazing singer and a really good actor too. And I'm like, okay, like he's really really good, and I look up to both of them. Not one more than the other. It's more like an equal thing, you know. But yeah.
So, anything else you would like to add, Matthew?
Um,
Like any other talents you have? Because I know your main two is acting and singing. Do you have anything else that no one knows about?
hmm. Well, I guess this sort of ties in with music. I guess because for a short time during freshman year, I believe I joined the poetry club, and I was into poetry for a while. I still like every now and then I kind of write like song poems, if that makes sense. It's more like a how do I put it?
Basically, like a rap in a way,
Sort of, but it's like more singing than actually
like
rapping.
Dr. Seuss, like in that way.
Not Dr. Seuss. Not like Dr. Seuss, more like I'll make like a song composition, right? Like I'll create a music piece and then I'll write a poem and then I'll try to match the words to the poem. Like it's like if you're reading the poem with the music in the background, and some points you're sort of singing some of the words in the poem, like slightly.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's sort of like that type of thing, and I like doing it because it's really cool. But yeah, I think a few people know that I'm into poetry.
Then I know that. Nice to know.
Yeah, I didn't know you were in poetry club freshman year.
Yeah, there wasn't like a lot of people at first because like every time a new person joined,
Someone left.
um, no, no. So basically, our teacher for poetry club, believe it or not, was actually Mr. Schwamberger. All right, but yeah, so our teacher for poetry club was really chill. But yeah, and each time someone joined poetry club, because it was mainly like they joined because they were like recruited by other poetry students. They were like, "Hey, you should join poetry." And each time a new student joined, it was that student's job to recruit a new student by next week. And that's how like we got more people to come in, and eventually we had this like big group of people, and it was really cool. We made poems. Some were sad, some were funny, some were happy, some were just chill, and some were like some of them were kind of like rap poems, and we just like we played rap music in the background and would rap to it. It'd be kind of cool. But
Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, I mean, in elementary school, I did poetry, but I mean, I liked it at first, but then a few people started leaving one at a time because it kind of switched. It wasn't really like poetry anymore. It was just like writing stories. So
Mm,
and then it became like the newspaper for the school. I mean, I stuck with it. I did it for a few years, but like
mm.
I wrote like a few stories here and there.
It's kind of cool though. How, but like I don't know. I feel like if the poetry club ever turned into a newspaper for the school, I would leave because like newspapers for the school is not really my
Uh,
thing. I'm not really into like gathering stories and like, oh my God, like
Yeah, I did
look
like
what's going on in County Press.
you
a
know,
few stories here and there.
have you ever
Wasn't that
noticed?
big?
That's a pretty good idea for a major if you want to become like a journalist. You're just
Yeah.
I guess,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
I think
Jaden, I wanted to ask you the same question I asked Matthew. Who did you look up to for singing and acting?
Singing.
Like, do you look up to anybody? Like any like actors you look up to that you think you could become, and like any singers you think you can become?
Well, being wise, when I first started singing, I like listening to all kinds of music, like you know, um, pop, hip hop, R&B, pretty much anything you can think of. And like, I really listen to all different kinds of artists because if the song sounded good, I'd listen to it even if people aren't. I didn't have one specific one, but like for acting, like when I saw like Black Panther, I was like, you know, whoever wrote this, whoever whoever came up with this, and the actors are amazing too. Whoever wrote that was a genius. Honestly, it was a piece of art. Like it was so creative, and that's what got me more passionate about acting. So like acting wise, Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, because they're pretty good too.
Okay. Now on to Fred. Fred, you have some talents, right? If I'm not
Yes, I
mistaken.
do.
You could do like impressions. You could do like a few impressions, right?
Yes, I can.
So what kind of impressions can you do? Do you mind showing our viewers some impressions you can do?
Yeah. I'm gonna save the best one for last,
All right,
and
all right.
so might as well go with one. My day be so fine. Then boom. Okay. Decided to go boom.
Was that Jay Kennedy from
Yes, it
Clone?
was.
Yeah, I was like, I've heard this voice before.
It was Jake Kennedy.
Yeah.
That was actually a pretty good impression, Fred.
Yeah, Freddie can do a pretty good impression of Jake Kennedy.
Yeah. I already know which version it is. It's the one from Clone High.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, go. Well, Miss Piggy's a bit of a, a downhole. But do I have to accept it? Lovely. As all they say, life isn't green. And it's not easy being green.
That was
Kermit the
which one was that?
Frog.
Yeah, that was Kermit.
Yeah.
It's a good Kermit the Frog impression. Fred.
Alright, on to the next one. What is it? I was in track. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got it. Oh, Waspinator want to stop Kitty Pot. Oh, the Waspinator can get no girlfriend. The Lord Megatron can. And why Waspinator can't get any?
Was that an impression of like that gremlin from Harry Potter? Is that what you're
I
doing?
think it's from Transformers because he said Megatron.
Megatron?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
Megatron. Fred, what impression was that?
That was Waspinator. If you're not familiar with him, he's actually a Transformer character, and
Knew it.
he's not an
Oh,
Autobot. He's not an Autobot or Decepticon. He's actually a Predacon. So like, he's
Predacon.
from
Predacon.
Transformers Beast Wars.
Predator.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah, so it's like the sequel adaptation of the original.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean that was I haven't watched it, so I can't really
Yeah, I haven't.
give a rating on that. I haven't watched that.
All right. That's all right.
Yo, do your Venom voice.
Venom voice? You want me to do Venom?
Yeah.
Oh, Venom. All right, but
I don't think I heard Fred's Venom's voice before.
I can barely do it, but I could try. So why not?
Alright.
Eddie, what you've been doing in the bathroom where we can be killing Spider-Man? Pancreas.
Damn.
I mean that was actually pretty good.
No,
Damn.
when he first said Eddie, I was like, damn, Fred.
My man
Pretty
said
good.
pancreas. He said pancreas, and I'm trying not to laugh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right.
It's
I mean, I
pretty
think
good.
the only impressions I've ever been able to do are like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, and then like Mickey's little laugh, and then Goofy's laugh. That's all I can do.
Now the one
I can
you've been now the one you requested, Matthew.
Honestly, that I want is my precious.
Is this
From
Mickey
Hobbit.
constipated? Or
What?
No.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said constipation.
You said constipation. I don't.
What
I'm
did he
done.
say?
Mickey but constipated?
What did he say? All right. All right, Fred, any more impressions you can do?
Oh, there's more. There's plenty. There's
I-
plenty in my like from the back of my head.
Wait, hold up.
Sir, the Jedi's are attacking.
Oh, you're doing that. I
The
know you're
robot. The
Yeah,
dumb
yeah,
robots that always get killed for no reason.
the freaking
The
droid.
droids.
He's like,
Droid. Droid.
Gorsh. Anyways,
Interesting you are. Become a Jedi you must be. Teach you the ways. I will.
Yoda.
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 Ooh.
yeah, that was Yoda. That was obvious though.
Ooh. Wisa gotta go. Oh, cause Misa have to go take a shower and probably take deep water breath.
Jar Jar.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
It's a Star Wars character. He was in the first like 3 films. I like Clone Wars.
Okay, now we're doing the one that everybody has been wanting. Like Scoob! Where are the Scooby sacks? Zoinks!
Shaggy from Scooby. That was pretty good, Fred. That was a pretty good Shaggy impression.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good for Shaggy.
Most impressions are
like the
pretty good.
Raggy, you did better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Nick, what is your secret talents?
I don't have any. I don't really have talents.
Everyone has talent.
Well, a talent could be anything, to be honest.
Yes.
I could just. I mean, I do stuff. I don't. They're not really considered talents. So, thank you, Fred, for saying all of your impressions. So, being that you can do impressions, you can act. Do you look up to anybody? Do you have any like idols you look up to?
Like in general, any kind.
Like actors or like people who do voices. Like, who do you look up to that made you want to do impressions and acting?
I have funny. There's is David Kane, Steve Blum, I believe is his name. Matt Lartner and Ashley Eckstein. There's plenty of more, like Tara Strong and all them.
Yeah. So when did you start doing like the acting and impressions?
Acting, I started since I believe 4th grade, and for like impressions, I started doing that in 2016, back in 6th grade, and I was pretty every time I see Stitch, I start to practice the voice out, and I didn't know I was that good of sounding like him.
Okay. Do you have any other talents you would like to say that you have and do if you want?
I mean, I could sing.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yeah, I can, but I'm not gonna do it.
Fred, spell something out.
So,
Fred.
Ryan, do you have any talents?
Yes, I actually do.
Let's. Can you want to list what kind of talents you have?
Um, hmm. I wouldn't say it's really a talent, but I can solve puzzles or build stuff in a matter of 2 minutes if I really tried.
That's like a talent. You could
Yeah,
build
that
things in
remember
2 minutes.
anything is a talent.
So, some of the talents that I have, I can build puzzles in like 2 minutes, or I can build Lego sets, or I could do a lot actually. Um, I mainly get these talents or skills from a disorder called dyslexia. If you don't know what dyslexia is, well, actually, you probably do because we all watched Bella Thorne Disney commercial as a kid. So I think we all know what it is. But I see it as a gift because most people can use it as an advantage. So if you use it correctly, you can get a lot of good stuff out of it. So yeah,
Period.
So being that you can build puzzles and build Legos, what are your favorite Lego sets? What are your
I'm
favorite Lego
glad
sets
you
to
asked,
build?
Nick. I'm glad you asked. No, some of my favorite Lego sets. I don't know, really.
So you would like to build like any Lego sets?
I mean,
Pretty much, if they're, not like Mega Blocks.
I used to own a Mega Bloks. It was like a Power Ranger Samurai thing.
Me too.
All right. So being that you could do that, do you have any other talents you have besides that, or is that it?
When I wasn't fed, I could really run really fast.
Okay.
What?
No, I was just making a joke. No, but
Yeah, you should
I
edit that out.
no, I could run really fast. But since as I grew old, I can't do it anymore.
So that's all the hidden talents you have?
Yeah. Maybe I'll find years to come. Who knows?
Okay. Some pretty good talents that you have. Your 2 minute building thing is pretty useful.
Yeah, actually, like I feel like, do you know how to do like Rubik's cubes
No,
or?
that's different. Roots
That would be
cubes,
hard. That
Roots
would be hard for
cubes,
Ryan.
Roots cubes
I
are
have a,
like
I could do Rubik's cube.
Roots
Rubik's
cube
Cube.
basically involves all like if you're a math teacher, most math teachers can do it because they can
Yeah.
calculate what turns to do. All right.
Honestly, like I had I used to have one of those like 5x5 like cubes because I used to be like a Rubik's cube nerd. I had like a whole phase around it, and so basically I entered this competition once, for like fastest solve, and I didn't like I only made it into like the top five, but it was really fun. It was really
Hey, you
fun.
still made it top five. I can't. I'll
No, you
probably
made it
make
top five. That's pretty good.
That's very good.
so.
It wasn't like an official like it wasn't an official thing, but it was just like something, um, like this they did it at this festival and it was like, oh, fastest Rubik's Cube solved, and I got top five, and I was like, oh snap. Um, and then now I'm looking at it like, because like, of course back then I was like, oh my God, I'm like, you know, I'm like one of the best Rubik's Cube solvers because I was a little kid and I thought like that meant like you were one of the best. And now I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, half of these kids were staring at me like, the goddamn, uh.
So,
Mhm.
Nick, what are some of your or talents? I'm sorry. Yeah.
I like to call these talents skills more than talents because I feel like most people can like cook. I guess. I mean, some people can cook stuff. I honestly see it as like a skill more than a talent. But yeah, I could cook stuff.
That's cool. What is one of your signature dishes that you can make? Like, what's your favorite dish to make?
I pretty much make anything. I could just make anything I see. If I I could just cook anything in my house. Basically, I could just make whatever, and hopefully it comes out good.
I remember one time where you gave me a piece of food and then I tried it and you said you cook it. It was pretty delicious.
Yeah, I forgot what I gave you. I think it was a piece of cake. I don't remember what I gave you, but I remember giving you something. I don't remember what it was. I forgot.
Yeah, it was like on the bus ride home.
Yeah, because you didn't. I don't think you ate lunch, but yeah, you. I gave it to you, and you said it was pretty good. But so yeah, I can pretty much make anything I see. I don't think I have a favorite. I mean, I've made one dish twice so far, multiple times, but it's not like my signature dish. I got it off of a website. It's not something that I created.
Nick, once we go back to school, once I'm able to bake again my chocolate chip cookies, bro, I'm gonna give them like all to you. They're pretty delicious. No cap.
Okay, you better keep that promise.
That's only if we go back.
So yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much my talent, I guess. I see it as more as a skill, as I said.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but couldn't Nick? I pretty much see as a skill how every time you play Call of Duty, you can beat anybody that you go against. That's pretty much a good skill to have.
yeah, I could pretty. Yeah, I could
Yeah,
take on
true.
anybody on a 1v1.
Yeah,
Mm.
he beat me so many times. It's unbelievable. He can
Yeah,
predict so many shots.
Mm.
I have some replays I could show you, and I could also I could beat anybody in a 1v1 of Madden, just football. If you don't know what that is.
Yeah, and don't you make hilarious TikToks all the time too? That's
Yeah, I make hilarious TikToks. You should go follow my TikTok
And he
page.
can also dance too. It's crazy. Like,
Yeah,
or he
it's
can, he can break
crazy.
it down. You know what I'm saying? Breaking it down. Breaking it down.
So yeah, that's pretty much my talents. I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. Does anybody have any talents they forgot or want to say before we end it here?
Hmm.
No, not really.
no.
I mean,
It's an accent part.
Matthew, just end the podcast, please. I need to go take a shower.
It's
wait,
an
hold
talent.
on. Because there's one that
Oh my
I
god,
may have
Matt,
forgotten to say.
Nick, just end
Uh,
it. Just end it, Nick, please.
is it short? Just say what it is.
Yeah, it's short.
Nothing's
It's
ever
short.
short with
It's short.
this man. You know
So
it. Come on.
Edit this out.
pause.
Edit this out.
Anyway, but yeah. So like I said, I'm into acting, singing, and doing poetry. And then around sometime, you guys know Lewis, right?
Yeah.
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 But yeah, so he kind of like got me into rapping for a bit, and so sometimes I do it. It's not like like a serious thing, right? But sometimes I just like doing it for fun. And I think it's really cool. And I was gonna do like that really fast part from Rap God by like
I
Eminem.
remember that. I
Oh,
Yeah,
remember you doing
you
that.
showed us you showed us a couple times.
bro, do it.
Okay, hold up.
I don't know if we're gonna get copyright.
Well, you probably only get copyrighted if like you have the music playing.
Yeah.
So, let's do this. Sama lama dama lama yusu manama human what I gotta do to get it through you. I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made a rubber that anti says ricocheting off of me and glue. I'm devastating more than ever demonstrating how to give a motherfucking Ali. So a lesson like a levitating, never fitting, and another haze ever waiting for the they say I follow the be celebrating because I know the way to get motivated. I make elevating music. You make elevated music.
Yeah.
It's not like a. It's I'm rubbish with
It
it.
does pretty good.
It's pretty
I would
good.
need to
It's
practice.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So thank you for telling
pretty good.
your final talent. So we're gonna end it here, guys. So stay tuned. There's gonna be a podcast episode up tomorrow.
Next,
Follow us on Spotify,
and Instagram and all of our social
YouTube.
medias.
And
All of our
YouTube.
social medias is the same. The letter 5 at 5.
And next week is our final episode, right, Nick?
No, we're gonna have a sports one. We're gonna talk
All
about
right,
the
edit
Super
that
Bowl
out. Then edit that out.
and other sports, and then after that is gonna be the season finale.
Where
And we have something big coming soon, guys.
something
So
really
stay
big.
tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys.
All right.
Bye,
See you
bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace.